Is it written somewhere that everyone in love must run it past you first?
So for Peter's happiness, I had to suffer.
Yes! You did! Just as others have had to suffer for your happiness. Your mother, your father, your fiancé, your sister, your friends. I'm in a storytelling mood. Pay attention, you might learn something. It was about 30 years ago when I first came to this town, as a boy, mind you. I was alone, unknown. I didn't have a single acquaintance. I came here looking for work. I had $1. $1. Well, the night I arrived, it was dark. It was raining. I didn't know of a cheap hotel, and so I would ask passers-by if they knew of one. Well, no one stopped. Took me for a beggar, most likely. At the height of my despair, a young man stopped and he asked why I was crying. Evidently, I was crying. Well, I told him of my need, and he turned from his course, and he took me to a hotel, and he comforted me with kind words. Well, as we entered the hotel, I tripped. I fell into the glass door, shattering it. Such a giant as I am, the furious owner grabbed me and he shook me and he threatened that if I didn't pay for the door, he would call the police. Can you imagine my agony? Well, the unknown man, he had seen the entire thing, and he protested, and he called the police and explained that a man was your father. So you see, as he sowed, so shall you reap. And so, for your father's sake, I forego everything that is owed to me. So take this paper and keep your check. And since you find it difficult to say thanks, and since I find it painful to be thanked, I'll go. Go now. Relieve your mother's worries. Go! Children, well, come here. Don't be afraid. Do you know who I am? I am the giant of the mountains. Ah! No, I'm not dangerous. Eleonora, come here. Come here, child. Oh, my word. You have your father's eyes, deep and blue like the ocean in the sky. Listen to me. Your father was a good man. He was just weak, that's all. Here.
Well, you say kind things about father. Can anyone speak kindly about him now?
Oh, I can. Ask your brother.
So you haven't come to hurt us?
Oh, no, that wouldn't be very kind. It's quite the opposite, as a matter of fact.
So you come to help us?
Well, my child, I cannot help your father in his sentence. And I cannot help Benjamin with his Latin. These things just aren't for me. But everything else has already been helped. There's nothing more. Everything is equal and fair. However, now, listen, everything in life comes with a price. And so for this help, I need you to help me.
Well, of course, but what can I do?
What is the date?
The 20th?
The 20th. All right, then by the 24th, I need you to make sure that your brother goes to see the governor and writes a letter to Peter. Promise me that.
Is that all?
That's quite enough, I assure you. Now, it's very important that he does this, or the giant of the mountains will return and say, "Ah!"
But does the giant have to, scare children?
Yes. That's what children learn to be good.
The giant was right, Benjamin. Thank you, you giant.
I think you should call me Mr. Giant.
Well, Mr. Giant is still not a name.
Very insightful child. Farewell, dear ones.
Summer's almost here, Benjamin. In just 2 months' time. If only the time would go by faster. April, May, June. And the sun is shining on them all. And now, you must thank God who has helped us to the sunlight.
Can I say my thanks in silence?
You can. For now the clouds have parted and all things can be heard up there.